Peace y'all, I'm ICC, and in this video I'm going to show you how to customize your layout using a mouse and keyboard on the Titan II. If you are watching this video, I assume you know how to set up the Titan II. If you don't know how, I have a few other videos you can check out. From how to install the Titan II to using wired or even wireless mouse and keyboards. So if you're just getting started, you might want to check those out first. For now, let's plug the Titan II into our PC or Mac via the probe port on the back. Then launch your G-Tuner software, which you can get from consoletuner.com. Just make sure you get the software for the Titan II and either your Mac or PC. Once you have it up and running, click File, New, and Input Translator. The first thing listed is meta information. Just add your name if you want. This is the title and the credits, and it is optional. Next is the controller remapper. If you only want to use mouse and keyboard, then I would leave this alone because the controller will stay default so you can use all the functions needed. I would change the controller remapper if you are using a flight stick or an arcade stick. Next, we have the keyboard mapping, and this is exactly what we want. First, you will need to click on the green plus to create a new mapping. Two boxes will appear. On the left is the keyboard and on the right is the controller function. So let's click on the left and choose the key we want to add a function to. Since it's alphabetical, let's just choose A for now. And now on the right, we have to choose what we want the button to do. You will see a bunch listed. To know exactly what the functions are, click Help, then GPC Input Reference, and a window will pop up to say all the functions. Since we are mapping the A key, I know a lot of people like W, A, S, and D for up, left, down, and right, so we will map A to the left on the D-pad, and that happens to be button 12. So now we close this window and we click the box next to A. We set it to button 12 as that is the button we want. We now click the green plus to set the next key. Since we did left, now let's do right and use the D key. Come up again to the window GPC Input Preference and we check for the right on the D-pad. We now see that it's button 13, so we come back and we set this to button 13. You keep doing this until every single button is accounted for. One thing to keep in mind, when you set analog left and analog up, you will need to check the negative boxes. The analogs use negative values with those two directions, so that's why those boxes are here. Keep setting all your keyboard keys until you are all finished, then let's move to the mouse. We click the green plus again to create a new mouse map. On the left is the mouse and on the right are the functions. The mouse will be a lot easier to set because there are a lot less buttons than the keyboard. But it will take a little trial and error because here it just says button 1 and button 2 for all your mouse keys. The X and Y movement as well as the wheel forward and backward are very easy to set. Just choose which function you want. Again, keep in mind when the analog uses negative values, so that's what the inverted is for. Now scrolling down to the last item, Mouse XY Converter. Under this option you will find sensitivity, YX ratio, DD factor, conversion curve, and a dead zone. Sensitivity is for your mouse movements. If it's not sensitive enough, turn it up here. It can go from 0 to 10. YX ratio is the movement ratio. For example, if you want it to move left and right at twice the speed of up and down, then this is where you set it. It can be set from anywhere from 0 to 10. DD factor is a diagonal damper. It can be set from 0 to 1. A DD factor of 0 does not affect any diagonal movement, while a DD factor of 1 makes no diagonal movement possible. On the bottom left is conversion curve. This translates your mouse movements into digital outputs. The bottom line is the inputs and the left line is the output. You will want to tweak this to be the best for the game you play. I can't say exactly what will be best because every game will be slightly different. And these three boxes on the side will help you tweak it. The first is the curve data table. This will let you enter each number individually. The next is a curve generator. You can set everything and rather quickly. The third one will reset the curve back to default. Last is dead zone. It's possible to create a dead zone of almost any size and shape. Just mess with the settings and find which works best for you and the game you are playing. After you have mapped all of your buttons, make sure to save the input translator script and then drag and drop it over to your Titan 2. Now you are ready to game with your mouse and keyboard on pretty much any console that has a USB port. The input translator you just made will work on any game and any console that the Titan 2 supports: PS4, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Switch, as well as Raspberry Pi, PC, and Mac. Just keep in mind, each game is slightly different, so you might have a different layout for each game. It's all up to you. And that's the good thing about the Titan 2. You can tweak the settings for the game you are playing. Anyways, if you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll do my best to answer. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.